Hey everybody, welcome to Dad's Den of Pop Culture. Today I'm reviewing a couple very cool comic books by von Klaus. I think it's pronounced von Klaus. It now occurs to me, it's like when you're a big reader and you encounter a lot of words on the printed page that you've never heard anybody actually say, and the time comes to use that word in conversation and you realize I might be mispronouncing this word. But von Klaus, I'm going to go with, he has put out very recently, or we should maybe say fulfilled very recently, a couple comic books. I got in on both of them, and I'm very impressed with both of them. The first one I got, I'm going to review first, and that is Psycho Killers. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, book one, top secret edition. This is 250 of 400. That's right, baby, exclusive. It's going to be worth $1 billion. Written and created by von Klaus, art by Paul Gorey, letters and design Dave Lintz, edited by Adam Lawson. We got some signatures there. This one, first thing I saw on it was this art on the T-shirt, and I said to myself, I'm buying the T-shirt no matter what, because that is got to be one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. Now, I'm fat and it's a double XL. Thankfully, it does fit pretty good. It's not too schmedium. It's a good excuse to lose more weight, but it's fantastic, very comfortable too. So I saw that image first, and I'm like going, "What the hell is this?" And jumped into it. I am not a big reader of manga, and obviously we have a very manga style to the art, and but I really dig it. It works well. Some very creative panels. It's primarily black and white with just a little bit of color, and this first issue does a great job of setting up the story, which is essentially you have this this family of where do I want to use, espers, scions, who are led by this older man who put them together to be psychic or psycho killers, psychic assassins, to take down the elite who are ruining everybody's lives, who are at the root of all of our problems, which obviously is very, fictional. In the real world, the elite are just swell. But so he puts these people together. They all have different skills. We get the introduction of our main character right off the bat, and he has a crazy name. You can tell how utterly professional I am with my reviews, where I managed to forget the main character's name right now. Yeah, I paused it for a second. It's Necrotox 99 or 099. So he's one of these psychic assassins. But his, the big guy who's trained all of these folks. Look at some more of the art interior. Has suddenly had this, he sees these flashes of the future, and he knows that one of them is going to be responsible for, like, destroying the world. And so his final mission to all of them is kill all the others. And if the survivor turns out to be the one who's the problem, then the big guy's going to kill him or her. It's a really cool setup. It's a really great idea, and I'm very much looking forward to see how the rest of this goes. Does it follow a predictable path where it's just a bunch of assassinations? I have a feeling we're going to see some interesting character interactions and some wrangling as these characters sort of feel each other out. Necrotox, his ability is to, he astrally projects himself to his assigned target, so they think they're speaking with him. Meanwhile, he's perched somewhere far away with a sniper rifle, just waiting for the opportunity. But he does not fire a bullet from that sniper rifle. He fires a bit of his own psyche straight into their heads, and for a moment accesses all their memories, their life. But that surge ends up killing the target. And the beauty is, there's no bullet. The gun hasn't been fired. There's no way to prove that he did anything. Very cool idea. So very clever. Lots of great ideas in this book. It's book one. There's more coming. I highly suggest get in on it if you could find it out there. If there's a second chance or if it's in demand, get Psycho Killers, and for God's sakes, buy the T-shirt, because it looks absolutely great. Also came with a patch. Let's see, hold on here. Again, the unbelievable preparation I put into these things is why I often get upwards of 24 views on one of these videos. Here's the patch, Academy of Psychic Arts. Very cool. I got a denim jacket I throw some patches on. I'll probably use that at some point on that. All right, next up. And this one I actually backed first. It came after Psycho Killers. I read it last night. Holy shit, is this a beautiful book. Well, it's bloody, it's a bit gory, but it's beautiful. Terror in the Trenches, Volume 1. This is sort of a take on the classic Black Terror character, a Golden Age character. By Von Klaus, art by Monica McCogney, colors Tiago Barca, letters by Eric Weathers, edited by Brandon Crowther, concept and design Von Klaus. And I do love Black Terror, created in 1941 by Richard E. Hughes and Don Gabrielson. Lady Satan, created in 1941 by George Tuska. So they get the credit. The art in this book is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Amazing colors. Incredible layouts. It is a thing of beauty depicting a lot of really horrible things. And you could almost leave it at that. You could almost leave it at that. If I read the book and said, it's kind of a stupid story, but I'd still be happy to have gotten it just for that art. But in fact, it is not a stupid story. It is a very good story. It is a part one, obviously. You can hear me opening some plastic right over here, because there are some other goodies that came with it. And I'm going to show those off in a moment. But it's a very good story. It's set 30 years after World War II, after the terror, after Lady Satan have been tearing up the Nazis and building quite a reputation for themselves. The fear gas, the terror gas that terror uses to gain his powers and to scare the hell out of people, has kept him artificially young, a little bit like a Captain America sort of thing. So 30 years later, we're in the early 70s, and he's gone back to being a pharmacist and a healer. He's left that life of violence behind. And it catches up with him. So you really have a very interesting story about violence and about its repercussions and the sort of cyclical nature of violence that it, once the cycle begins, it's hard to make it end. There's a particular moment in his life while he's fighting in World War II where he kind of loses it, goes berserk, and now that's haunting him. And Lady Satan character, also a Golden Age character that he's kind of modernized, kind of riffed with, is sort of also aiding him, although as a solo. You'd have to read the book. It all makes perfect sense. And it builds up to a cliffhanger of sorts, and obviously Terror in the Trenches Volume 2 is going to be out there soon enough. A few of the little extras. We got a trading card of Lady Satan with some stats. We got a sticker, Welcome to Fear City, as well as another patch, which is really cool. Yeah, that's another one I definitely want to put on. And we got a little Lawless image, suitable for framing, quite beautiful. So a great package deal from Terror in the Trenches. But when I opened it last night to read it, like I was blown away. Just the cover alone is just, it's going to say upscale. That's not what uptown. It's really beautiful, and the interior work is unbelievably good. So this one I know is in demand. Do yourself a favor, go out and get it. It's easily one of the best things I've gotten comic wise in a couple years. It's absolutely top tier art, story, etc. I can't say enough about it. So Von Klaus, man, good job. A couple of great campaigns. I'm totally into both of them. I'm looking for more. Definitely, not just follow-ups to these, but if he has some other stuff going on, I'm going to definitely give it a look. This is a guy to pay attention to. So, thumbs up on Psycho Killers and Terror in the Trenches. Both excellent, and Terror in the Trenches especially. So that'll do it for Dad's Den today. Hey, if you bought these books, you've read them, got some comments, leave them. I'd love to talk to you, chat to you about it, what you liked, maybe what you didn't like in the story. I can't really think of any criticisms of either one. Psycho Killers is a lot shorter, but it's setting up a story, and it does it extremely well. You get the characters, you get a hint of the relationships. It doesn't give too much away, but it puts it all there. You see where it's going, and really the art is just fantastic. It's got that sort of raw, manga look that you'd see, especially in older mangas. It's where I think I've seen, some of that kind of art style. It's got a punk feel to it, which works with the subject matter. So Psycho Killer's great. And again, no real complaints about Terror in the Trenches, like other than as long as it was like too short. I want part 2. I want it now, but I'm going to have to wait. So if you got any comments, please leave them. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, share with any friends out there. And in the meantime, God bless you. Be kind to one another, and try to have some fun out there. And I'll see you soon on Dad's Den of Pop Culture.